Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Precious the dose. Precious Simone inspiration. We are getting a dose this morning, you all. I miss y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. This morning we are talking about you are in a good position. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm excited to talk about this. This is really good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Dre. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, y'all. Hey, hey, hey. Happy Saturday. Precious Simone on a Saturday morning inspiration. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The dose. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm over here updating. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Grace. Hey, Linda. Great morning, Dre. Good morning, y'all out there. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You on with Precious Simone, the dose. Y'all like that? We getting the dose this morning. How y'all feeling out there? I want to give a huge shout out to you, Dre. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be connected with Danielle and the St. Louis American. I'm so grateful, so humbled, and so honored to be featured and to be a voice of encouragement out here. So thank you so much for that, Dre, and all of the connects and all of the opportunity and the way you continue to push me in my journey. So thank you so much, Dre. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Grace. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, listen, y'all. So this morning I'm going to be talking about you are in a good position. Good morning. Shabbat shalom, Tasha. And you the best. You the best. Y'all, we're going to be talking about you are in a good position. You are in a good position. You are in a good position. And I have talked to people several, and don't log off just yet. Give me time to explain, because I know people probably like, no, here come Precious with the inspiration. I'm actually not in a good position. I'm actually not in a good place. Give me time to explain. Let me break it down for you. Somebody say, break it down, Precious, break it down. Good morning, babe. Y'all see my babe giving me love this morning. Good morning, babe. You up. Good morning. You are in a good position. And when I say that, it's all about perspective in life, because so many times we fail to see that where we are is actually for us more than it is against us. And oftentimes we say, I'm just not in a good position. How many people have been there where they say, you know what, I'm just not in a good position? Come on, Tasha, tell me to break it down. All right, I'm going to break it down. Talk to me this morning. We're going to have us a good conversation. How many people have ever been in a place where they say, you know what, I'm just not in a good position. I'm just not in a good position. I'm going to go ahead and raise my hand first because I've been there before. But I've come to learn that whatever position you find yourself in, when you're calling it not a good position, you actually are in a good position to see why you're not in a good position. Because the position you in is actually working for you more than it is against you, because it gives you an opportunity to see where you are. It gives you an opportunity to look for solutions. It gives you an opportunity to see how you can be creative. It gives you an opportunity to see where you are resilient. It gives you an opportunity to test and see where your faith really is. It gives you an opportunity to see how you can strengthen your hope and help you build up your inner muscles more than it does against you. But so many times we look at where we are and we say, I'm just not in a good position. I like to believe life, the Lord, I like to believe that we get in position so that God can show us where we really are as opposed to what we are not. He shows us where we are so that he can help us get to where we need to be. Come on now. Yes. Awareness. Come on, Elisa. Yes, God wants to give us awareness, but we get so caught up in like, I'm just not in a good place. If you ain't in a good place in your health, you ain't actually in a good place to get your health right. If you ain't in a good place in your relationships, you actually in a good place to get your relationships healthy. If you ain't in a good place in your faith, you actually are in a good position to strengthen your faith and build up how to get your faith to where it need to be. If you ain't in a good place in your business, you actually in a good place to find the solutions you need for the business strategies for how to boost your business up. If you ain't in a good place, do you follow me? You actually, she said, breathe. So I get excited. I get excited about this because it's all about perspective. Y'all type in perspective. Talk to the people, Jay. Come on. And make sure y'all sharing this broadcast and inspiring the people this morning and encouraging the people. Even the people who like, oh, I'm sick of the hope message. And oh, I hear y'all, but it ain't happening yet. Or it ain't coming through yet. And listen, you're in a good place to check your attitude. You're in a good place to check where you are in your own heart. You're in a good place to check what's going on with you spiritually. You're in a good place to figure out what's going on with you emotionally. You're in a good place to figure out what it is that you actually need. But so many people look at themselves and say, I'm just not in a good place. You actually are in a good position. God can do something with this position. God can do something with a person that's in a place where they don't understand, where they don't know, where they need solutions. He can bring the resources to you. We are resources one to another. He's the source and we are resources. Y'all heard me put that in there. Hey, that's right, babe. Perspective. It's all about perspective, Grace. Come on, Jessica. Perspective. Where we are is all about how we see. And you go in the direction that you see. You actually go in the direction that you look. You go in the direction. I want to talk a little about, so me in this new position that I'm in life, not even just in life, but on my job. How many of y'all know I actually just got a new position? I've been in it a little bit over 90 days now. Now, in this role, I'm going to offer some perspective. In this role, I'm doing all kinds of stuff, y'all, that actually ain't typically in my wheelhouse. It's not how I would typically like to lead or to operate in my leadership or operate in my leadership style. However, I am being challenged a lot. I'm being stretched a lot. I'm being developed a lot. A part of me is coming out that I never thought was there. A creative side of me is coming out that I never thought was there. And many will say, well, is that a good position then? Like you're not even doing the stuff that lights you up on the inside. You're not even doing the stuff that stimulates you. See, that's why you cannot just get stuck at what you see right now. Because if I just get stuck at the work that I'm doing right now, I will miss the work that I'm about to do here in a couple of months. See, right now, I'm just responsible for design and building up and development. On the other side, I get to facilitate and motivate and empower people. But you can't get there until you get to operate in this space. And so where so many people will discount where they are and say, this is just not for me. I should walk away from it, rather than rising to the occasion, rather than evolving, rather than stepping up, rather than being challenged, rather than being stretched. We grow the most when we are pressed and squeezed and stretched. I'm in a place where I'm just being stretched. But guess what? It's a good place to be in. I'm actually in a good position. You don't need to be in positions all the time that you're comfortable in. You don't need to be in positions all the time where only the best parts of you come out. You need the parts where it's stretched the best out of you. Come on, I need to be in a position that stretches the best out of me. I need to be connected to some folks that stretch the best out of me. I need to be in some positions that stretch the best out of me. I be connected to some situations that stretch the best out of me. And so that book Evolve was just for me. So I'm evolving in this place, and it's completely different to my own leadership style. But listen, it actually is enhancing my leadership style. So whatever place you find yourself in, it's enhancing who you are. It's bringing out the better parts of you. It's bringing out the better versions of you. So you're actually in a good place. If you don't like where your health is, you're in a good place. If you don't like, but this is perspective though. So many people are like, no, you can't say that. Yes, you really can. Come on, at least I'm in a good place. Come on. All right, y'all talking this morning. All right. Yeah, stretch you. You're in a good place to be stretched. And so many times we don't realize in order to get where we need to be, we need to be stretched. We need to be challenged. We need to be creative. We need to. Come on. That's good. It looks good when y'all say that. Stretch the best out of me. Come on, position and stretch the best out of me. And I can appreciate this place. And so I just want to encourage people wherever you are, let the best be stretched out of you. Something can be done in this position. Something can be done in this place that you're in. You don't realize it, but your eyes, don't let your eyes deceive you. Your eyes can tell you that you're not in a good position. Your eyes can tell you that you're not in a good space. Your eyes can tell you that. And I'm not saying, so then you got the person that'll say, well, yeah, I heard that, but it really isn't a good place. And I hear that too. And I want to affirm that. But it's a good place to gain perspective. It's a good position to get awareness. It's a good position to find out what's really going on with you. It's a good position to do some introspection. It's a good position for you to see what's really going on. It's a good position to look at where your faith is. It's a good position to reassess and reevaluate your relationships. It's a good position. Whatever you are, wherever you are, you're in a good position. Put that in there. I'm in a good position. Whether you can see it or not. because this is actually working for me. It's not working against me. Whatever is happening in my life right now, it is happening for me and not against me. But we can't always see that because of our feelings. They get the best of us. Our feelings get in the way. But listen, God can do more with a person that's in a position that realize they're in a good position, even though it don't feel like they're in a good position, than a person who won't even recognize that this position can actually work for them, can actually do good for them, could actually build them, could actually bring them up, could actually position them in other places and other spaces if they would learn to just see it through a different lens. Come on, Aisha, you in a good position. Jessica, you in a good position. Come on, Charlene, palm tree bend, don't break place. Hey! Palm trees in all kind of conditions, right? And they get tossed all over the place. But the beautiful thing is that a palm tree is still in a good position because it's in a good position to test its strength. It's in a good position to test its fortitude. It's in a good position to see what's its roots. And no matter where you are always in a good position to check your roots. You are always in a good position to test what's on the inside of you. You are always in a good position to test your strength, your fortitude, what it is that you have on the inside of you. You're always in a good position, even if it don't look like it. It's a time to be creative. It's a time to explore. It's a time to be healthy. It's a time to get your relationships right. It's a time to get your friendships right. It's a time to get your mind right, your emotions right, whatever it is, to fortify yourself because you're always in a good position. I realized yesterday that pain and uncomfortableness was telling me I was in a good position to heal and evolve. The pain is stretching me. The uncomfortableness is stretching. Come on. That's so good, right? It's perspective. Come on, Tasha. I realized that pain and uncomfortableness was telling me I was in a good position to heal and evolve. So look at your situation and say, what is my situation telling me? And you don't even have to write that in there. But if somebody like Tasha got it, what is your current situation telling you? Because you really are in a good position to get perspective. You really are in a good position to find solutions. You really are in a good position. That's good. Pain is stretching me. Uncomfortableness is stretching me. It's stretching the best out of you, Tasha. Is it not? Oh, that's good. The darkest times made me dig so deep and come out of dancing. Come on, y'all. Come on. So no matter where you find yourself, you are in a good position to grow. You're in a good position to be challenged. Stretch the best out of me. Squeeze the best out of me. Push the best out of me. Challenge the best out of me. The position I'm in is bringing all kinds of stuff out of Precious, but it's good. I'd be like, I ain't know I would like this. You'll get in the place where those seasons will show you, hey, I didn't even know that I liked this. I didn't know that I enjoyed this because it gave you a new perspective on what it was that you were dealing with and what it is that you are going through and what it is that you are growing through and what it is you are pushing through and what it is that you're developing through. Pain, uneasiness, and uncomfortable times actually bring the best out of us if we allow it. So you have to allow. I have to be willing to let the best come out of me. I have to be willing to allow this season to push this out of me. I have to be willing to allow this position to push this out of me. See, some of y'all work out, some of y'all, but if you do certain activities, you say, I don't know. The muscle can only grow if you put pressure on it. The muscle can only get stronger if you put weight on it. And sometimes the weight of life has to get put on us for that muscle to get stronger, that inner muscle to get stronger, that faith muscle to get stronger. But you got to get put in positions for it to get stronger. You have to actually go to the gym to get stronger in that area, babe. What you said yesterday, you said anything you don't work at, it die. You have to remind me it was good. Anything you don't work at, die. It was good. Babe, just remind me in the comment section. But anything you don't continue to work at, it will die. It will not grow. But listen, we get put in situations and put in challenges for the muscle inside of us to get pushed out, to get stretched out. So you in a good position if your back is up against the wall. You in a good position if your inner muscles are being stretched or being challenged, okay? Yes, bringing the hammer. It really is the truth. That's what we have to realize, that anytime you're in a position where your muscles got to be a little bit stronger, you got to put weight to it. And the weight of life may be on you. The weight of life may be coming for you, but you're in a good position because it's going to bring out a better muscle and push out a better muscle in you. Come on, your faith muscle coming forth, Grace. That's right. Yes, yes. So are you in a good position? Do you got perspective this morning? And if you're catching the replay, we're talking about being in a good position, life happening for us, not just to us. Some things happen to us, but some things happen for us. Sometimes you got to get put in the middle of a situation for the best to come out of you. You got to get put in the midst of uncomfortable things for the best to come out of you. You got to be put, and many people feel like, well, that's not fair to get put in some stuff. Well, why I gotta be put in stuff all the time? I know people, why I gotta get a test all the time, or why I gotta get a trial all the time, or why I gotta be put in situations all the time. That's not just you getting put in a situation all the time. That's just life. So you had to admit sometimes it's just life. Like, I'm going to be put in situations in life where the best just has to be squeezed out of me. A lot of times you find purpose in the pain. Yes, come on. You find purpose in the pain. You find purpose in the position. So like last week, when my aunt passed away, and we had the funeral and all the things, like, we're in a position to come together. Like, it's hard, the reason why we got to come together, but hey, we're in a good position to get strengthened as a family. We're in a good position to come together. We're in a good position to change our lives up. We're in a good position to gain perspective on how do we move forward. You're always in a good position to glean the good in whatever it is that's happening, to glean from what's going on, to glean from why the situation happened, or to glean from what is to come because of this situation happened. You're always in a good position to find perspective and to look down the road to see what it is that you can get from this. And so I just wanted to encourage you all this morning, because this is always a good topic if you're willing to see the perspective and you're willing to glean from it, and you're willing to say, you know what, I'm actually in a good position. If I'm being challenged, I'm in a good position. If I'm being stretched, I'm in a good position. If I'm being pulled, I'm in a good position. If it doesn't make sense, it still is a good position. God can do something with this position that I'm in. Life, I can do something with this position that I'm in. I can grow from this place. I can be uplifted from this place. I can be strengthened from this place. And so I just want to encourage y'all. Yeah, come on. Let me read that, Tasha. Joseph was in prison, but he was in a good position to save a nation. Yes, the dream followed him and put him in a good position to rise and heal a nation. Come on. We didn't like the fact that he was in prison, right? Why did he have to go to prison, though? So many times we don't like the journey. Why I had to go that way, though? I've been there. How many of y'all been there? Well, why did I have to go that way, though? Couldn't I have gone another way? Well, what other way would you have preferred? Because what if that way wouldn't have gotten those results? So many times we like despising the journey, or we despising the route that we have to go through in life, when in reality, that journey is the way that's going to bring about X, Y, and Z. That journey is going to bring about healing. That journey is going to bring about deliverance. That journey is going to bring about freedom. That journey is going to bring people closer to the Lord. Whatever it is about your journey that people would need and benefit from, you just never know. And so, yes, the process is necessary. Come on, Alicia. Alicia talking good. The process is necessary. And so I just wanted to encourage you all this morning to look at the fact you're in a good position. Wherever you are, you're in a good position. It doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what's hitting your life. It doesn't matter what has come your way. It doesn't matter. You're still in a good position. You're in a position to grow from it, be challenged from it, be stretched from it, be empowered from it, build your faith from it, empower others from it, get solutions for it. Whatever it is, you're in a good position. If you're being stretched, it's a good position. If you're being challenged, you're in a good position. If things are altered, you're in a good position. But it's hard to see that sometimes, because again, our feelings get in the way, and our feelings have us, I'm just not in a good position. I'm just not in a good place. Well, the only way you're not in a good place is if you're not learning from it. The only way you're not in a good place is if you're not letting the thing grow you. The only reason you wouldn't be in a good place is if you're allowing it to beat you up and to beat you down, because it's actually working for you. The only way you won't be in a good place is if you don't find the good in it, if you don't find the solutions in it, if you don't find the lessons from it, if you don't do that, then you won't be in a good position, and you will be in a woe is me and why me and the victim place. And God don't want us in no victim place. He wants us in a victorious place. He wants us in a place where we can see beyond where we are, because we are more than conquerors and we are overcomers. We don't have to be bound to this place. If I'm in a good position, I'm never bound to it. I'm just in a position to learn from it. The only way you can be bound to it is if you don't learn from it. Yes, come on. All right, baby, you found it. Thank you. If you don't work your muscles, you would develop muscle atrophy. Is it atrophy? Sorry, y'all, I don't know that. If it were the muscle waste if the muscle wastes away, anything we don't work will waste away. If your faith is not put to work, your faith will waste away. If you don't work on your relationship, it will waste away. Yes. Come on, babe. Yes. Anything you don't work on will waste away. Anything you don't work on, it will not grow. Anything you don't work on, it will die. So if you don't work on yourself, come on. Yes, I realize every struggle has a hidden blessing. Come on, Kendra. Yes, 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 yes. Don't let us get in a place of atrophy. Did I say that right? I'm okay with it if I didn't. But yes, so be encouraged. Be encouraged. Only way you can learn from it. Only way you cannot be in a good place is if you're not learning from it. So if you're not in a good place, it's because we're not learning from it. But you are actually in a good position. Things are happening for you. It's okay, babe. It's all right. It's okay. I be typoing all the time. Hey, typos show us what we need to get right, right? You know, so y'all be encouraged this morning. I had a little dose of inspiration that I wanted to bring on the screen and just encourage you that wherever you are, no matter what's going on, no matter what it feels like, no matter what it looks like, may not feel good, look good, sound good, but it's actually working for your good. I'm going to say that again. It may not feel good, look good, sound good, but it's actually working for the good, okay? Anything that he says good, and if every perfect gift comes from, every good and perfect gift comes from above, every good, that means everything that happens to us is for our good. Okay, all things work together for good. We don't like that. We feel like it's so cliche, but it actually is true when we look at trials in perspective, when we look at trying times and put them in perspective, when we look at hardships and put them in perspective, when we look at the things that we don't like, the unsavory parts of our lives, the unsavory parts of our journey, they're actually working for our good. There's so much more working for you than it is against you. You just have to see it. So many people won't look for it though. They too busy saying this ain't good. This can't be good. Oh yeah, you got to find the good in it. It's actually working for your good. You encouraged, love y'all. I pronounced it right. Thank you, Dre. It's right, babe. Thank you, babe. I don't know that I've even seen that word. You encouraged? Amen. Amen. Well, y'all be encouraged this morning. It's Precious Simone, the inner strength coach. You know, I coined that myself, y'all. So when I was out here, I was looking at all kinds of stuff, and everybody can, you know, we can be called all kinds of names, and it's beautiful. But I said, what do I do? What is it that sets Precious apart? And I help people from the inside out. That's my goal, is to help you go inside. My goal is to help you find what you need inside of her to help you out here. Because in order for you to get your externals right, you have got to get your internals right. But so many people spend so much useless and wasteless time fixing externals when they don't realize it's the internals that actually help the externals. You got to get the inside right before you can fix all this stuff on the outside. What good is it you get all this stuff right on the outside and none of your insides are right? Look at all the people who take their lives. Look at all the people who are down and depressed and in the dumps. It's because so many people have spent so much time trying to fix out here and can't hold their lives together, can't hold everything together because they won't put that to the side and just go inside of themselves. Okay, you got to start going inside of yourself. Come on, hey sis, you're so welcome, Elisa. Oh, that's encouraging. Oh, y'all so encouraging. Bring them counsel too early. I know Tasha said I was bringing the hammer. Yeah, you got to pull out. We have been endowed with inner resources, y'all. Believe it or not, we've been endowed with inner resources. Write that in the comments. I have been endowed with internal resources, inner resources. We've been given them. That's God's gift to us. Inner resources, but we won't go inside and use them. We spend so much time looking around and wondering how everybody else operated. Maybe they went inside of themselves. Maybe they went and tapped into their God-given talent and abilities on the inside of them and called it forth and called it out, and you see them operating. Maybe they got in their lane. Maybe they started saying, hey, I'm in a good place to learn, grow, be stretched, be challenged, whatever it is. I don't know, but I like to believe that most people are trying to go inside of themselves to realize what is the meaning for all the stuff that I'm dealing with. What's the meaning for all the places that I've come through? What's the meaning for my entire journey? What is my actual purpose? And they are putting it to use. Line it up. I love y'all. Yeah, pull out your internal resources. I got all kinds of inner resources. I've been endowed with inner resources. We really have. And so I want to encourage you. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are. And I don't know what you're going through, but I know you're in a good place. Well, Precious, how you know that you're not in my situation? You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I'm feeling. I understand. And I hear that too. But you still in a good place. You still in a good position because there's so many opportunities to learn her, grow her, to squeeze and stretch the best out of you. This place is stretching the best out of me, regardless if I like how I feel, regardless if I like how I look, regardless of whatever is around me. I'm in a good place to glean from this. I'm in a good place to learn from this. I'm in a good place to grow from this on a Saturday. That's right. Yeah, you don't heal what you don't reveal. Come on, sis, you talking, y'all all talking. The keys are inside of you. That's right. And many people don't realize that the keys are on the inside of us. And I understand that so many people don't even know how to tap into those keys. I get that too. I understand that too. The more you can find perspective, the more you tap into your keys. The more you start looking at your situations better, the more you can tap into your keys. The more your keys are going to come out of you, the more you will unlock purpose, the more you will unlock potential, the more you will unlock your destiny, the more you will unlock all of the hidden jewels and gems on the inside of you. It took hardships for me to come out. It took hardships for me to continue to find Precious Simone. It took some stuff hitting me. It took me exercising these muscles to realize what was really on the inside of me that's been there the whole time. Don't discount pressure, y'all. Don't discount pain. Don't discount none of it. Yes, unlock. I'm endowed with inner resources, boy. That's a message right there, Melissa. Talk to us. Talk to us. Woo! This is good, y'all. Well, I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. I hope you all are encouraged this morning. Remember, you're in a good position. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what's going on, you're still in a good position because things are not only happening to you, but they're happening for you. This is not a place to become a victim. It's actually a place to find the victorious end to it, to find resources, to find your creative edge, to find your creative side, and realize that there's so much more for you in this season than it is against you. So the keys are on the shelf, but the one for your door has to be made. The keys are on the shelf, but the one for your door has to be made for you. Dang, sis, write that right because it sounds like it's good. It sounds so good. You have to feel it to heal it. It's trying to tell you something. Amen. Come on, y'all. The one for your door is made for you. Is that right? Yeah, the keys are on the shelf, and they're on the shelf inside of her. Y'all be encouraged. I want to make sure I read that right, man, because it sounds really good. The keys on the shelf, but the one for your door has to made for you. Is made for you? Is that what you're saying? It's all good. Be encouraged this morning. Find your inner resources. You've been endowed with them. You have much more on the inside of you than you actually are using. I like to believe that so many of us have so much more on the inside of us than we're actually using. Go inside this week. Get in a position where you realize you're in a good position first, and then go inside this week and realize what it is that you have on the inside of you to help come on the outside of you. The only way you can help any of this is if you help this, okay? Be encouraged this morning, y'all. Thank you so much for joining the Precious Simone Saturday Morning Inspiration. Please be sure to tag somebody who needs the encouragement or share this broadcast. Let's spread a message of hope and encouragement that people are in a good position. I know we're still in the pandemic and we ain't in a good, look at the state of our country. We ain't in a good position. Oh yeah, we're in a good position to find some resources. We're in a good position to lean on God. We're in a good position to figure out what he wants. Come on. It's all about how you see. Look what all that's going on in the nation. We're in a bad position. Our nation is in horrible shape. It depends on how you're looking at it. Depends on how you're looking at it. Y'all, do you understand? It depends on how you're looking at it. Oh, look at what all that's going on in politics. We're in a good position to get before the face of God and ask him and to pray for our leaders and to find what it is that he wants, right? We always in a good position. A lot of times we feel the resistance because we're going the opposite direction God desires for us to go. Ooh. So I hope you all are going to be tuning in this week. My fiance and I will be on the screen on Thursday. We're going to be talking about the alignment. That flyer will be coming out on Monday, but we will be talking about the alignment, and this is exactly what we're going to be talking about here. So I'm excited. Thank you for sharing that and saying that, Linda. Thank you for joining the Daily Dose. Yeah. You retitled my show. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to call it the Daily Dose. Encouraging. Aw. Yes, you're welcome, Melissa. Thank you for joining. Hey, you can retitle it at any. Hey, I ain't stuck or married to one title, okay? If it helps the people, that's what I'm gonna call it. Be encouraged this morning, y'all. Thank you again. You're in a good position no matter where you find yourself. It may not feel like it. It may not look like it. It may not seem like it. Even if you feel like you've been here forever, you're still in a good position because you're in a good position to get perspective. You're in a good position to check your attitude. You're in a good position to reassess whatever else is going on with you, to find your inner resources so that you can pull yourself out and over and let God do the work that he needs to do on the inside of you. Y'all be encouraged this morning. And thank you so much for tuning in.